I have a lot of fond memories there. We did a lot of good things there with the special teams with Devin Hester, and it's always special to go back, whether I'm visiting or going back to coach. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Talk about Miko making Pro Bowl as the return specialist as a rookie.
Yeah, very proud of him. Very proud of the group. The guys that block for him. It's a credit to those guys, and just real happy for him, and he's happy, and we just got to get some in the end zone. That's what we got to do. So, but he's a quality player. Great on offense. And that certainly helps his situation with the votes and everything. So, he had a great year.
You mentioned Shane being in Chicago. What was it like last year? What's it just like, having your son on the other side?
It was a preseason game, so it was, a lot less pressure, but it was fun. Just to get out there and talk to him and take pictures, and I'm just so proud of him. He's young. He's 26 years old, and he's second year in the NFL, and he's from what I hear, he's doing a really good job. So proud of him.
What happened on the PAT the other day?
Well, the weather. Obviously, the weather was, had a lot to do with that. Dustin, he tried to go without gloves. If you notice that, he had no gloves on that play, and the ball slipped out of his hand, went back to the gloves, and he was fine for the rest of the game. Which, sometimes it takes that to figure it out. Unfortunately, we didn't figure it out in pregame. So.
Do you leave that kind of thing to him?
Yes. Yeah. He's a 15-year vet. We talk about, let's take care of the ball. Know the weather, what the situation is, and he felt like that was the way he needed to go with no gloves. But we figured out that we needed the gloves. So, and then, obviously after we bounced back and we were able to, make all the field goals and attribute to the whole unit as well as Bucker.
The playoffs coming up, and as you guys are getting ready, in a vacuum, in a dome, what do you think is Harrison Butker's range right now?
In a vacuum, in a dome. Yeah. His range probably, I'd say 58, 60 yards.
Do you feel comfortable?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is there something difficult about Chicago Stadium?
Yeah, there is, and that's the fortunate thing that I do understand the winds, and it's a tough place to play. It starts with the field. The field's not perfect, and so you have to deal with that. The weather, the wind changes there, and you just kind of, you look at the flags, they blow one way, but the wind is actually opposite on the field. So, those things that's a, one of our advantages, I should say, that I know that situation.
So it's a punting thing as well as a place.
No question. Yeah, it's both. I think we're going to be fortunate with the weather, though. And when you see this game on the schedule and where we were playing at night, you say, man, this is going to be really cold. And that, and we had a lot of cold games there, but this in the temperature in the 40s, we're lucky. We are very lucky.
Dave, I know Dustin's been on the injury report a couple times this year. Obviously, it's year 15.
Yep.
How have you tried to help him manage his body, the amount of reps he does in practice, and just what have you seen from him that has allowed him to sort of stay on sort of the same net average that he would like?
That's a good question. I think it's not so much what I do; it's what he does. He knows his body. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He's done a great job to be able to last this long, as and play at the same level that he's been able to play at. It's a tribute to him getting ready, getting in shape. But he's starting to get little nicks and stuff like that. But that's normal. He just keeps playing at a high level, and we gotta keep him there too.
They said Nicole was excited. Just what were your conversations like after he found out?
Yeah, I called him. Once I knew that he knew. I think Veach called him first, I think, or it might have been Andy, but he knew, and then I called him, and was just so happy and proud for him. It's a special thing. It hasn't even sunk into him yet. Probably, I don't think. How big it is. Once he gets down there, hopefully we're not there. Hopefully we're in the Super Bowl at the time. But once he gets there with all the players, it's going to start sinking in with him.